This episode is another episode where the Titans are finding themselves. It seems to be taking about 2 seasons for the Titans on this show to become more like the Titans we know in the comics, right? The first season was about them finding each other, and in this season, most of them have already found each other, but because of trauma of the past, they're going their separate ways, and the journey has taken another evolution. But I still feel like the team has yet to gel, really. I mean, they gelled a little bit, but after the Jericho, debacle, they were like, I can't deal with this anymore. They've got to leave. But as it is, I think a lot of people are getting, although they still enjoy Titans, they're getting a bit tired of this whole, journey phase of the show, and they just want them to come together and be a coherent unit. I'm not tired of it. I'm still have the patience to wait. I do recognize the fact that this whole journey era of the Titans is taking a long time, but I do still enjoy the show. I like getting to see more of the individual characters on their own necessarily and not dependent upon being part of a team. I know that can't last forever, but I'm still here with the show. I do think, though, that by the time season 3 gets here, they got to get past this journey phase. But, since we're in the here and now and I'm cool with the journey in this phase, presently, let's talk about some of the Titans going their separate ways. The show opened with Beast Boy getting his brain operated on. I'm wondering if he was a willing participant of that, or if Cadmus, drugged him and knocked him out and did it. Or, if he agreed with it to try to, go along with them to get free. But, oops, they're already starting to screw him over. And I guess I can see the show is going, I'm pretty sure the show is going to use this whole, Beast Boy, a sleeper agent angle. Because they're turning him into a sleeper agent, right? They're going to release him from Cadmus, have him go back, to rejoin the Titans, and then, use him to, press a switch and have him go berserk on them or something. I don't know why they care about, using him to destroy the Titans or what their purpose is, their end game is, but that's what they seem to be doing with him. But, they're making him more feral, right? And that's a continuation of what they set up and then dropped in season 1, when Beast Boy and the other Titans were captured by Trigon's people in that mental hospital. He turned into a tiger and lost it and killed that guy accidentally, and it horrified him. But they were setting up this whole man versus beast struggle within Beast Boy that they never did anything with again, but I think they're going to bring it back. They're introducing it here with this experimentation, and that's what they're going to continue with, in future seasons. And so I guess that's what they're doing with his character. It'll be interesting. He's almost like the whole man versus beast, I'm going to, get really angry or whatever and go feral. That's similar to Wolverine, actually. Or even the Hulk, right? The Hulk is green and he gets angry and loses control like Beast Boy. There's no animal stuff with the Hulk, but you get what I'm saying. Although I guess with Cadmus pressing a switch, it's not going to be triggered by any anger or anything. It's just going to be they want him to do something, press the button. But I'm sure, that's going to last beyond the whole Cadmus subplot, that they're going to use the whole man versus beast. Beast Boy has problems with his emotions and powers storyline. So, we'll see where that goes. That's very different from Beast Boy, how Beast Boy usually is in the comics. But they've got to give him something to do on this show. And I guess that's the plot line they're giving him. And Dick Grayson finally knows, it's finally clicked, thanks to his, hallucinations of Bruce, that Jericho is inside Deathstroke's body. And now the other Titans know it too, because he scribbled it on the wall. I think it's weird how, Dick has to be so mysterious. He couldn't just wait in the cell for the other Titans to come. To tell them, verbally, he's got to leave a message and leave. He's got to do everything mysterious the hard way. In real life, I think people would just be more directly telling people things they want them to know instead of leaving these clues. I've got to go off and do this. But, now the cat is out of the bag. And we have nothing left to do with Deathstroke but have that final confrontation where I'm sure Jericho will wind up being free. And I hope that the ending, the season finale with all the Titans fighting Deathstroke is more satisfying than the fight with all the Titans fighting Trigon. Because the show didn't have the budget, I think, to do Trigon that well. So that's why the whole battle with him was kind of lackluster. But, Deathstroke doesn't require too much for the VFX budget. So they're able to do a lot with him. And the final fight with him. And I don't think Deathstroke is going to be able, if all the millions of Titans on the show, there's a whole bunch of Titans on the show right now, fight him at once. I can't see how Deathstroke, even with his superior fighting skills and tactical knowledge, how he could defeat all those people at the same time. So it'll be interesting to see what the show comes up with. And that Batman, he is a master of getting people together, right? He masterfully put all those clues together to get all of the four Lady Titans together at that mysterious diner in nowhere, California. And I'm wondering what the significance of that was. I guess, what's the play on the words Elko? It's probably some obvious thing that I am missing, but maybe some of you more like astute viewers will understand. Like, if there's some kind of clue with the meaning of those letters in that name, and why he led them to someplace there instead of someplace a bit more interesting. I guess that was the closest place because, Dove was driving in that car in Wyoming, and I guess he knew because of her trajectory it had to be somewhere closer to her. But, for him to weave all those clues together so masterfully shows what Bruce Wayne, how smart he really is. And as for the four, I don't think it's a coincidence that the four Titans there were the Lady Titans, most of the Lady Titans. I thought this episode was going to be them teaming up to like bust Dick out of jail or whatever, but the show didn't go in that direction. And I don't think it's going to go in that direction next episode either, because they split up to do their separate ways. So my expectation of this being, a whole, like, let's have all the women working together and the female Titans, beating people up together, that isn't what this turned out to be, which might be disappointing to some viewers. But, I don't know. I mean, I'm cool with them splitting up. It is interesting, though, how some of them felt that it was more important to help Beast Boy and others thought it was more important to help Robin more immediately. Showing, I guess, where their loyalties lies, or, whom they care about most, maybe. Or maybe who's more fed up with Dick and who's not, right? Because I don't see that Dove and Donna are any closer to... I think all the women there, most of them are closer to Dick anyway. But they, the ones who chose Beast Boy, I think, they chose it because they were a bit fed up with Dick. Not because they liked him less. They were like, I'm tired of Dick, let's do something else. But it's too bad that they are too late to save Beast Boy from becoming an unwilling puppet of Cadmus, huh? Oh well. It sucks for Beast Boy, but it's good for us, the viewers, because it actually gives us, people who are Beast Boy fans, more to see from this character, right? Because as I mentioned in previous videos, Beast Boy is the Titan of all the Titans on the show so far they've done the least with. And now, thanks to this brainwashed by Cadmus plot, he'll have a lot more to do later on. So, only 2 episodes left now. I do hope that the Titans do all come together soon and fight Deathstroke together. They only have 2 episodes left to do it in. I had thought that the Titans might be together earlier than this, but this is when it's happening. So yeah, I anxiously await, how they're going to wrap this season up, and I am confident that it will be a better conclusion than the Trigon fight was. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please like it on YouTube and subscribe to the channel because I appreciate your viewership, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.